Hi students, today we discuss about the semiconductors. Semiconductors are two types. One is intrinsic semiconductor, another one is extrinsic semiconductor. Okay, the elemental semiconductors are again further classified into two types. One is intrinsic semiconductor, another one is extrinsic semiconductor. Okay, so first of all, we would like to know about intrinsic semiconductor. Okay, intrinsic semiconductor, a semiconductor in an extremely pure form. Okay, no impurities are present, only pure form is there. That type of semiconductor is called as intrinsic semiconductor. Examples are germanium and silicon. Okay, germanium and silicon belong to the fourth group in the periodic table. That indicates they have 4 valence electrons in the outermost shells. In yesterday's class, we discussed about the semiconductors are mainly concerned about the valence electrons. Okay, now let us see the atomic pattern of this germanium or silicon atom is a tetrahedral structure. Silicon or germanium atoms are in tetrahedral structure. Let us see how these germanium or silicon atoms present in the crystal. Okay. So in the germanium crystal, germanium atoms are like this, and these dots are indicated by the electrons. Okay, valence electrons. So each atom shares one electron with the neighboring atom. So here it shares one electron with the neighboring atom now. So one covalent bond is formed. Here another covalent bond is formed. Here another covalent bond is formed. Here another covalent bond is formed. Like this. See, in the germanium crystal, covalent bonds are just like this. Understand? See, this germanium atom shares 4 electrons with the neighboring atoms and they forms 4 covalent bonds. Understand? At 0 Kelvin, at 0 Kelvin are called as absolute zero temperature. The covalent bonds are very strong and electrons are tightly bounded with atoms. Whenever electrons are tightly bounded, there is no free electrons. That's why at 0 Kelvin, this semiconductor behaves like an insulator. Okay, due to no free electrons, semiconductors behaves like insulator at 0 Kelvin. Now, temperature is righteous. At room temperature, due to thermal vibrations of these atoms, electrons are break their covalent bond and they are free from the germanium atom. Whenever it is free from the germanium atom, it is moves randomly in the crystalline structure. Understand? So at room temperature what happens? Due to thermal vibrations of atom, electron bonds breaks and free from the attractive forces of the atom. This electron now called as free electron, which is free to move in the crystal lattice. So here there is a vacancy created due to loss of electron now. This vacancy is called as hole. Okay, electron has negative charge, so negatively charged electron is coming outside. That's why it is equivalent to the positive charge. So what is hole? Hole is the vacancy created in the band. The vacancy created by the loss of electron, and it has positive charge. Understand now? Now let us see here. Here one hole is formed. So to fulfill this hole, this electron now come to this part and fulfill the hole. Now the hole is reaches this point. To cover the vacancy, this electron will be moved here. That's why now the hole is come to this place. To fulfill this vacancy, electron will be moved here. Then hole is created here now. That indicates the motion of electron from one bound atom to the another position. Motion of electron from one bound position to the another one. Hole is also moves in the opposite direction. Understand? So initially hole is here. Now the hole is here. Electron is moving in this direction. Hole moves in the opposite direction. Understand now? So in case of intrinsic semiconductor, conductivity is due to free electron and hole. So conductivity is due to free electron and also with holes. Okay, apart from generation of free electron and the hole, simultaneously there is a formation of the recombination of electron with the hole now. So at equilibrium, rate of generation of free electron and hole is equal to the rate of recombination of electron with the hole. Okay, so in case of intrinsic semiconductor, at equilibrium, rate of generation of free electron and hole is equal to the rate of recombination of the electron and the hole. This is about the free electron theory. Understand? So in free electron theory, what happens? In germanium crystal, each germanium atom forms 4 covalent bonds with the neighboring atoms. At 0 Kelvin, atoms are tightly bounded with the electrons are tightly bounded with the atoms. So no free electrons are available. Understand now? That's why at 0 Kelvin it behaves like an insulator. But at room temperature, covalent bond is breaks due to vibrations of the atoms, and electron will be come outside from the atom. This electron is called as free electron. Due to this, vacancy is created. The vacancy is named as hole. It is called as, it has positive charge, and to fulfill this vacancy, electrons will be moved in this way. Due to that, holes are moved in opposite direction. So conductivity in intrinsic semiconductors due to the free electrons and also with the holes. Clear? Now let us discuss the intrinsic semiconductor in terms of the band theory. Okay, so in band theory, we know it contains two bands. One is conduction band, another one is valency band. Okay, and this is called forbidden energy gap EC. Okay, now at 0 Kelvin, all electrons are bounded in the valency band. So valency band is completely filled, conduction band is completely empty. Where at 0 Kelvin, valency band is completely filled and conduction band is completely empty. Due to this, at 0 Kelvin, it behaves like a insulator. Okay. Now, at room temperature, what happens? Here, this electrons is there now. These electrons now gains the energy and reaches the conduction band. So, when electron reaches the conduction band, here vacancy is formed. That vacancy is called as a hole. So, here hole is formed. Now, if suppose another electron is going here, another hole is formed. Another electron is going here, another hole is formed. So now there are certain number of electrons are present in the conduction band. These electrons are called as free electrons. So they are moved randomly in the conduction band. Okay, and holes in the valency band also in motion, which is exactly opposite to the motion of the electrons. Understand? So holes only present in the valency band. Please keep in mind, holes only present in the valency band and the motion of the holes which creates the hole current. Clear? So this is related to the band theory and this is related to the free electron theory. Understand? So this is about the intrinsic semiconductor. Please note it down. One more point. The number of holes in the valency band is equal to the number of electrons in the conduction band. Okay, so in intrinsic semiconductor, the most important point related to the numerical purpose is the number of holes in the valency band is equal to the number of electrons in the conduction band. Okay, so the hole concentration is denoted by NH. A hole concentration means number of holes per unit volume. Okay, and electron concentration denoted by the Ne. Okay, these are free electrons present in the conduction band. Now, in intrinsic semiconductors, Ne is equal to NH is equal to Ni. I is the intrinsic carrier concentration. What is I? Intrinsic carrier concentration. Okay. Please note it down now. So let us discuss about the conductivity in the intrinsic semiconductor. For that, consider one semiconductor okay, it is a semiconductor block whose length is L and area of cross section is A, and the semiconductor contains electron concentration Ne and hole concentration is NH. Okay, and mu E be the mobility of electrons mobility we discussed in the current electricity chapter, and it has a formula called drift velocity by electric field intensity. Okay, here the drift velocity due to the electron, and mu h be the mobility of hole, denoted by Vh by capital E. Okay, now this semiconductor is connected to a battery whose potential difference is V. So whenever you connected a battery, then what happens? Inside the semiconductor we have the free electrons. Now these free electrons are attracted by the positive polarity of the battery, and holes, we said holes have the positive charge, and these are attracted by the negative polarity of the battery. Due to this, there is certain current is passes through the semiconductor. Understand? The total current is due to the motion of electrons and motion of the holes. So we can written total current I as due to electrons and holes. Understand? Now we know the relation between the current and the drift velocity. In current electricity chapter, we are discussing about the relation between the current and drift velocity. Okay, the relation is I is equal to NEAVD. N is concentration, E charge, A area of cross section, and VD is the drift velocity. So for electron, the value is Ne, because electron concentration we said Ne na, into charge of electron is E. A drift velocity of electron is taken as VE, plus for holes, concentration of hole is NH. The magnitude of the charge of hole is positive now, so this is E, A, and VH. VH is the drift velocity of the holes, VE be the drift velocity of the electrons. Now from these two, can you common E into A na? EA common, then remaining value is NEVE plus NH VH na. Now let R be the resistance offered by the semiconductor to the flow of current. Capital R be the resistance offered by the semiconductor to the flow of current. Then from Ohm's law we know I is equal to V by R na. So V by R is equal to EA into NEVE plus NH VH na. Okay, we know the relation between the electric potential and electric field intensity, because we want mobility values now. That's why we would like to consider the relation between the potential difference and electric field intensity. The relation is V is equal to EL. Here L is the length of the semiconductor. So instead of V, substitute the EL now. Therefore EL by R is equal to EA NEVE plus NHVH. Okay, now rearrange this equation. Concentrate please. Here 1 by R is there now. This A will be taken this side. The L which is present in the numerator taken into the denominator. A taken this side, L which is present in numerator now taken into the denominator like this. Okay, that is equal to E. This E will be taken here. NE VE by E plus NH VH by E. Okay, why you write like this? Because we have the formula of VE by E as mu E na. and NH mu H. And we know RA by L. RA by L is nothing but resistivity. Resistivity formula is RA by L. Na? So instead of RA by L, can you write the resistivity rho? Okay, 1 by resistivity, nothing but called as conductivity. Na? So the conductivity value of semiconductor is sigma is equal to 1 by rho is equal to E into Ne mu E plus NH mu H. This relation is very important for numerical purpose. Okay, to get this relation, we take some fundamentals from the current electricity. Okay, from current electricity chapter, we take the formulas of mobility, resistivity and conductivity. Okay, now one more time please see here. I am considering one semiconductor block have length L and area of cross section is A, which is connected to a source of battery whose potential difference is V. Due to positive polarity of battery, free electrons in the semiconductor are moving towards in this direction and holes are moving in this direction. So the total current in the circuit is mainly due to the electron current and also hole current. We know the relation between the current and drift velocity as NEAVD. Okay, I substitute the values and we know from Ohm's law I is equal to V by R. Here R is the resistance offered by the semiconductor to the flow of current. Okay, and we know V is equal to EL. This is, we know that one. Okay, now instead of V I should write the EL. Now the important thing is here R, A will be taken this side, L will be taken here, this E will be taken this side. Then VE by E nothing but mu E, VH by E nothing but mu H. Substitute those values, then we got the formula for the conductivity. So the conductivity depends on charge of electron, does not possible to change now, and mobility of electron is generally more than the mobility of the holes. Okay, and this is very less compared with the electron concentration and the hole concentration. So the conductivity is mainly depends on concentration of electrons and holes. Understand? So this is about the formula for conductivity in intrinsic semiconductors.